Hi guys, welcome to the HOC Performance Tuning channel. So as many of you know, we were racing on Saturday, and what I thought on this car was a valve or guide that broke. It turned out to be the rust pin or the gauging pin broke, like literally cracked and ate the piston. So there was play, that's why I was knocking, and that's why the car caused the miss, because it wasn't full compression, right? So what I did is I put another set of rods and one of my spare pistons, because the bore is 86.5 is 20 thou. Right, so now got everything back together. So now we'll see now quickly if she can start. So the car did a best of 10.6 at 210 kilometers per hour. That was at 370 kilowatts. That was on the second stage boost. So it's not low compression, which is normally 1.1, and then that was 1.6 to 1.7. So it didn't use the full potential of all the kilowatts the car has, because I'm on the last run the car was missing. But I said, okay, we send it and see what happens. I thought, okay, it was a guide, it was a guide, it shouldn't damage much. So when I took the sample, no bearing problems. Took the tapper cover off, no lifter problems. And when I took the piston out, I found out the gauging pin collapsed, because it's using high compression, 12 to 1 compression ratio pistons. And then basically the rust pin is thinner than the turbo piston. So in this engine now I put in the same high compression pistons, but I use the forged gauging pins, so it's a little bit thicker, more weight, but at the same time it's also more stronger, because the here you can see here, that's the bearings that came off still in decent condition, and this is the gauging pin. So you'll see at the end it's tapered, right? It's tapered on the end, so it's small and it's also short. So basically it's tapered and it's basically also a little bit short. Okay, so now because it's ethanol cars, you're gonna have to first pipe some quick start in. Okay, so this one is running a Pulsar turbo, 2200 cc's of injectors, K-series coil packs. So okay, we just put quickly in and then let's see if everything is gonna start. Okay, let's just tune first, heat it up. Sounds like it got full compression. So it's alright. Oil pressure went straight to 5. So it's ice cold, so I won't be able to rev it up. So the last speed on this car was 196, but I did 210 over the line at 8,400 RPMs. So it's just steaming out a little bit now, first time starting it up. what the temperature is at. 24 degrees now. So nearly 7 bars. 2 impact clutch. So it's a dog box, so it won't go in unless the car is moving. So let's go check. So there is no smoke. Just the pistons have a little bit more clearance because it's the second hand one. So it's got a slight noise on it. That's the other one. So now basically it's going to have to go back to the dyno because the compression has slightly changed of the rods, and the one piston has a little bit more compression. But other than that, it starts fine, oil pressure is fine. Let's get some temperature into it. Temperature 79, 90 degrees. Oil pressure at 6 bar. Is the fan on? So this car is still running a normal old school handbrake, stock gear lever, normal pedals. So no fancy stuff. Temperature seems to be staying at 90 degrees. So that looks fine. Oil pressures looking good and staying there at that temperature. Fans working. Okay, the first startup not bad. So now just to check oil leaks, water leaks, and then idle it for a while still, and then it can go back to the dyno and see if we can make some power. But this time I won't be pushing it so hard. So you can push it to 430 kilowatts. I'll be happy with that. Because 370 managed to do 10 10.6. So my goal is 10.5. So with 60 more kilowatts, it should be able to get over the line at 10.5. The car is capable of doing more, but if you go into the higher class, this car is gonna need a full roll cage, right? Which at the moment does only have a half cage, which is only for 10.5 and up. So thank you guys for subscribing. Like and subscribe. So this is 20xe Opel Turbo Blue Arc ECU powered. So hopefully on the next event we should be able to improve on our time.